be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino Cam.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me. So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chibabe man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Good D.
Pick up the ball. You're off. You're off. Give me
Get
that
it?
board. Got him. Oh, finish that. Come on, Kobe. He's so big, so strong. All right.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Last outing for the Nets, they won that game against the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. Playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. So right around the halfway mark, we're starting to see MVP candidates emerge. Shaq, you won that honor back in 2000, putting up tremendous numbers.
Yeah, I had a career high in averages, points, and assists, and that was the year of my first championship, Bernie.
Shaq, do you think you should have won more than one MVP?
I sure did. I got robbed twice.
I think overall in your career you should have had 4. But in 2000, when I was working as a student analyst watching you, man, that was a great Laker team.
I appreciate you very much.
Pleasure to know you. Honor
Thanks.
to be sitting here next to you. Isn't this guy the greatest?
Man, it's Shaq Mendes.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, the retirements of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker mean the start of a new era for the Spurs. Guard Patty Mills said, "We've had great teachers, and now there's a transition." It's about teaching that culture to these new guys. We aren't going to change. Bridging the gap is going to take time. That's where leadership comes in. Kevin?
A proud franchise. Thank you, David. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio, they were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
So the Nets starting five. Joe Harris is out there with Prince, and there's Jared Allen. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Temple in at the two guard. And for the Spurs, Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's DeRozan. Then there's Derek White, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Back to Lyles, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lyles got the opening bucket of the night here for the Spurs. You know, Steve, these teams we're seeing tonight both have very strong options off their bench.
And Kevin, when you have a strong bench, the starters love it because they know if they have a lead, they have some guys that's going to extend the lead. If they're not playing well, they have guys that come off that help them. And the opposing team, they know when you're a 9 or 10 deep team and you're very, very talented.
And here is Lyles after Taurean Prince hitting the three. And it's DeRozan missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Win one, lose one. This might be the case again for both teams this coming season.
DeRozan's shot is good.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
On the wing, Harris. Lots of room. And he drops that one in.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
That's tipped and stolen by Harris. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Temple. And stolen by Aldridge. And the Spurs pushing it up now. White's running. Count it. Good.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
Out to the wing. Dinwiddie wide open. Knocks down the three ball. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's DeRozan. Offensive rebound. Good. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
Please locate DeMar DeRozan if you're the defense. He is destroying you on the glass right now.
Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Harris against DeRozan. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Harris. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. DeRozan. Here we go. And finished off by DeRozan.
You have to love the way DeRozan went at the rim. He knows he's at his best when he's the aggressor.
And Temple kicks to Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Drills it from outside. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by Harris.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. No good on the three.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
The shot's good.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Now, here's DeRozan. Spencer Dinwiddie missing his last shot.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Harris outside. Here's Prince. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
Here's Derozan. Some solid defense from Harris.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Yes, that goes in.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
To the paint, here's Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Then you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He has 5. Back to Temple. The pass to Allen. 5 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first. Clearly a foul. And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
The first one falls. And, Greg, safe to say Allen's defense is ahead of his offense?
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
And Derozan throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Temple the pass to Prince. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. No good with the triple.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
It's good.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Forbes takes it up strong against tight defense.
Here's Temple. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to Harris from downtown. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's White. Dinwiddie with some nice D. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to Houston. All sorts of time. Rebound San Antonio. Miles got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Derozan. Banked in off the glass. Derozan's got 12 in the game.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Passes it to Temple. Prince kicks to Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. There's the triple. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
Fresh 5 on the floor. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. And David Nwaba is subbed in for Garrett Temple. For 3, Murray. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Dinwiddie with it. Out guarded by Murray. Pass to Jordan. Got a piece of it. And they double up Jordan. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And the Spurs with possession here. Nwaba passes to Chandler. Outside Jordan. Now the pass to Nwaba. Harris with it. To the middle. Over Pirtle. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Every year, DeAndre gets a little more comfortable scoring the basketball. That play being a prime example. Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Murray against Dinwiddie. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. 2nd-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
And the shot is good. Murray's got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Wide open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that's 12 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Murray against Dinwiddie. Murray, good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And it's Murray with the jam.
I like this for Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Dinwiddie passes to Nwaba. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Murray. The shot from the low post is good. Murray's got 10.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pinson passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Pinson. Carroll covering. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From deep three-point range, and the Nets another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Count that one. He's got 12.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Nwaba. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Pinson passes to Dinwiddie. From the line, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Nets lead by 1. Here's Murray, and it's blocked by Jordan.
One of the premier shot blockers in the game. DJ showing the gift off.
The shot by Chandler, wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. And the Spurs with possession. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
That's his first
A season lost to injury for DeJounte Murray. He's eager to make up for the lost time, continuing his development.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
And so Murray nails both of them. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Chandler. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gay comes over with a double team. Dinwiddie outside. And it's in there.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Murray. Second chance shot, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
That's a great job drawing the foul, getting to the line. Murray's crafty, especially for his age.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Mills, who's checked in for San Antonio. And the Nets making a change here as well. Musa's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Pinson. He's covered by Murray. Passes to Nwaba. Chandler scanning the floor. It's stolen by Carroll. In transition, here come the Spurs. From the corner. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
A proficient scorer out in space. Mills hustles up court. Gets the look he wants.
From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Spurs. They lead by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And in 2018, DeMar Derozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people saying the talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Nwaba in at the 3, the small forward. It's stolen by Carroll.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
And that one's good by Gay.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
Here's Pinson after Rudy Gay's bucket. Pass to Pinson. For Murray. Pinson, no good. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Carroll. Nwaba with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now here's Chandler. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Pinson. The shot missing. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Here's Pinson. Here's Musa. Looking to end the run. They get it again. That one falls. Prince has got 5.
Doing a great job of making himself big in the paint. Taurean Prince makes a tough shot over the contested hand.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Pelicans. Pass to Temple, all alone. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, you have to respect the drive from DeRozan, so he usually has enough space to knock down the jump shot.
The pass to Musa. And here is Allen. Here's Pinson. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. To stop the run. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge looking for an opening from 13. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pinson passes to Allen. Right wing. The 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taken on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0" and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Allen.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now here is Harris. He picked up 24 points in their last one against New Orleans.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Here's Temple, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Allen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
No good on the free throw. Pretty much everyone is working on his range now in the NBA, Steve. Which big man has benefited the most from adding that deep ball to what he does?
I think some of the big men that benefited from it, Kevin, Brook Lopez, Marc Gasol, Blake Griffin for sure, Al Horford. So many guys are doing it. It also creates years on your basketball shelf life.
Yeah, I think about Brook Lopez with Milwaukee, what he did in Game 1 in that Eastern Conference Series against Toronto. He was terrific and led him to a Game 1 win.
Totally agree.
Oh, and the jam by Derozan.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Timeout called the Nets.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Tell me what you see, 'cause I am giant. We'll be breaking borders underneath our feet.
Get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Nets. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
And right now for the Nets, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Temple, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Prince. His shot is good, scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
Smart play by Prince. Attack the interior of this defense, force them to close off the lane.
Out left to the wing. Here's Temple. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Count it. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's White. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. White's got his 3rd basket of the night. Nets trail by 21. Here's Dinwiddie. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, he was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. 22 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, we're seeing the defense make adjustments, but DeRozan is making great reads, finding ways to counter.
Passes it to Harris. He dishes it to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Allen.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
They get it back. Nice D from Derozan.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Plays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got 12 now in this quarter.
Keeping the dribble, inviting contact. DeRozan's become a master at converting these.
Temple finds Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Looking at the season so far, Steve, feels like every perimeter player is working on that step-back three. What's making that shot so popular?
You know, I think, Kevin, now in this stage, there's no hand checking, so you already have spacing. And now to be able to step back and knock down a three, it creates more. Back in the day with hand checking, it would have been hard to step back with an arm grabbing you and holding you. So I think guys are, somewhat playing by the rules and using their rules to their advantage.
Great explanation. And the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Lyles. DeMar Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bellinelli in for Bryn Forbes. David Nwaba is checked in for Brooklyn. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Spurs leading by 23. White with it. Picked up by Harris. He gets that one. White's got 8 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Carroll against Dinwiddie. It's good.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Brooklyn with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. White. And another basket for San Antonio.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 27.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
If you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Here's Prince. He has 7. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Nwaba passes to Dinwiddie. Takes a 3. And Poeltl pulls it down. Here's Carroll. Nwaba with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Bellinelli. After Taurean Prince's bucket, count the basket.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Dinwiddie against White. Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. To the inside. Nwaba gets the bucket. Nwaba's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
That one good for 2.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs, their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot, a shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And some changes here for the Spurs. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Murray subbed in for White. Then for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Allen. And Wilson Chandler subbed in for Taurean Prince. Off the inbound, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
With the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Basket good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Murray, here we go. It's good. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him, draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
Bellinelli against Harris. Outside Jordan. Down low. Harris with it. From deep three-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. Part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Spencer Dinwiddie.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got DeRozan, Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Derek White, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Aldridge, and the Spurs scoring again.
Aldridge! Yeah, from mid-range, Aldridge has the height to shoot over anyone, and a great touch.
Dinwiddie passes to Temple. Back to Dinwiddie. Dishes it to Allen. From the baseline. Rebounded by the Spurs. Miles got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And finished off by DeRozan.
When DeRozan gets to the rim like that, you know how it's going to end.
Nets shooting well, 50% from the floor. Out to the right wing. Temple the pass to Harris. Dinwiddie left side. To the middle. Here's Temple, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Dinwiddie.
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season. He's in the midst of a great run.
And the shot goes in. White's got 12 in the game.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Left side, Harris. Hits Prince on the wing. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. 13 points in the game.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Derozan gets the bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Pass to Harris. 3-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triples.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Dinwiddie against White. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Technical foul.
The Nets have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Harris against DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. Harris, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's White. Rebounded by the Nets. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game. Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Offline with his 3. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Wing shot on the way, and he hits the jumper for 2. 14 points for Aldridge.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Harris dishes to Dinwiddie. Here's Allen. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And that one's good by Aldridge.
Keep it going to the hot hand, and when Aldridge is on, he is on.
DeRozan against Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. uses the glass to finish the layup. Dinwiddie's got 33.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
White drives in. Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
And he makes the first. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Nets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And there's the pass to Musa. Puts up a 3. Rebound, San Antonio. And Derozan. Here we go. Count that one. Derozan's got 8 points in the quarter.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Dinwiddie finds Prince. Allen outside. Passes it to Musa. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Chalk up 2 there. 34 points for DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan is so good when he has space to get out and get his legs moving on a break.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Here's Musa. Misses the 3. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Prince, the pass to Musa, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Nets have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles, and it's Bellinelli in for White. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. To the inside, Jordan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Jordan's got 6.
And DeAndre has really beefed up his body over the years, remaining ready for whatever the defense throws his way.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage and maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
I just keep spinning, only way to make them nauseous. Leave my little mommy like salsa, we could dip. I'm just trying to see you dance salsa. Whoa. You know, hate on low, but we fly high. You know, talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa. Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Tell mama she let away, I cut it out. Hey, talk to me nice, show you what they bitty about. Whoa, pipe down. First we shut them down, then we open up shop. Tryna stop, but the way don't stop.
De la vuelta del canto.
about the numbers here for DeMar DeRozan. He's putting up about 21 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And the dunk by Jordan.
One of the premier above-the-rim players in the game, DeAndre Jordan, doing what he does best.
A baseline J, good on the shot. Bellinelli's got his second basket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Aldridge. And too long on the shot. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Bucket is good. That's 36 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
Net shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Pass to Pinson. Outside Jordan. For the 3, Chandler drills the three-pointer. Chandler's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Pirtle, he's checked in for the Spurs. Murray comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And the Nets also making a change. David Nwaba is checked in for Musa. Chandler outside. Dinwiddie up top, covered by Mills. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. And Brooklyn has possession. Dinwiddie outside. Yep, that one goes in there. Dinwiddie's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
That's his third personal foul.
Here's Gay. Here's Gay. He's got 7. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Jordan. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 10 points for Jordan.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
San Antonio ball.
And a look at the 2K leaderboard now with the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Second, Rudy Gay.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It may earn them a little extra space because you don't want to get physical with these guys. They can make you pay at the line.
Here's Nwaba following the bucket by the Spurs. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Dinwiddie's got 40 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Shot from the wing. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Here's Pinson. He averages about 5 points a game. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Knocked loose. The feed to Gay. Here's Pinson. Inside, Chandler. Rebound by Murray. The Spurs shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Yep, that one goes. Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
High percentage look for mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
There's the pass to Dinwiddie.
2 minutes, 2.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
That one on Jakob Poeltl.
At the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Nets have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And he sinks the second. 1:58 left to play here in the third. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Spurs. Good for 2. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Harris for 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half, now 3 more since.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Nice shot by Poeltl.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Brooklyn's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. The shot by Jordan, no good.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss. Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Hops it up for Jordan. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. And it's off the back rim, no good. Nets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Pass to Dinwiddie. Launches it. The 3-pointer is right on target. Dinwiddie's got 44.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Murray, good.
Very hard guy to match strides with. Also, Murray varies his pace, and he can stop on a dime.
Over to the wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 6 assists in the game.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
And so it's San Antonio, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field, setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris. Ellenson is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Mwaba in at the 3. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Here's Walker on the mark with the 15-footer. Walker's got his first basket of the night.
Nice find there from Carroll to keep the ball moving for the score.
Temple the pass to Nwaba. Back to Temple. Plenty of space. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bellinelli makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Bellinelli's got a nice night underway, shooting 6 of 9 from the floor. There's the double team with Walker to the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. That's good from Harris.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Trey Lyles comes in for Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mills in for Bellinelli. And Harris drops them both. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. And it's Walker penetrating, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Temple the pass to Harris. Back to Temple, to the right side. Caruch. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Temple the pass to Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Saturday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. Then on Thursday, they'll host the New York Knicks.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
That free throw, no good. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. And he's good on the second.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Lets it go from the wing. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Caruch, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And there it is for him.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Nets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Musa passes to Harris. Kicks it to Ellenson. No good that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. To the wing on the left, the 17-footer buries the jump shot.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Musa. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. So much new technology. A lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
It really is. And the technical free throw is good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Claxton. And yes, it's good. Here's Mills.
Let's go, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Here's Walker. And Ellenson pulls it down. The Nets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. For 3, Harris. The rebound by Medu. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. That's tipped. Here's Musa. Carroll covering. Musa passes to Harris. He feeds it to Ellenson, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Vincent's checked in. And San Antonio shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Mills makes it off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pinson passes to Karuch. Well, we were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. Kurucs was the 40th pick and wasn't expected to contribute, Greg, in year 1, but his strong play as a rookie has helped rescue a Nets team that was teetering on the brink with the loss of Karis LeVert.
You know, they had guys who could shoot and they had guys who could defend, but no one who could do both. Kurucs can hit open threes, and with that 7'2" wingspan, a factor defensively.
Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Mills. Mills has got his 5th assist in this one. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Musa passes to Pinson. Here's Karuch. Floats one. No good. Walker with some nice D. Now, here's Mills. He's guarded closely.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
Shooting for San Antonio, Patty Mills. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both. The net shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pinson passes to Karuch. Rebounded by the Spurs. Miles.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. So it's Brooklyn now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Karuch has got his first points of the game.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
To the inside, Walker score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Karuch passes to Pinson. Out to the right wing. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Pass to Musa. And the pass to Claxton. And he banks in the layup. Claxton's got 4 this quarter.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Wiles. And Ellenson pulls it down. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Ellenson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Walker. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Karuch. That shot is off.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else. Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Rudy Gay's checked in for DeMar Carroll. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Claxton. Here's Ellenson. And Ellenson throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
At the line for your Spurs, Lonnie Walker. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
Good board, Ellenson.
The net shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Claxton the pass to Ellenson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Miles got his 16th rebound on the night. And here's Walker outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Karuch. Passes it to Musa. Off target from outside.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Gay can't hit. The net shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to Ellenson. Inside, here's Claxton, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Spurs, Lonnie Walker. At the line for 2.
That's good from Walker. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. And so he makes both from the line. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Top of the key, Ellenson. Here's Musa. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marco Bellinelli picks one up.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Henry Ellenson. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Ellenson. That misses, so he splits the free throws. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bellinelli. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Dinwiddie outside. There's the 3. And good! He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. There's Walker with the 3. Karuch grabs the board. Brooklyn's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. The 3 from Gay. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Doing his part to help stretch the defense. Gay looking confident from range.
Down low. And the basket by Karuch. Karuch has got 4 this quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Walker goes in, shoots over Dinwiddie. Drills the baseline jumper. Pass to Karuch.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Sweet little floater.
Rodion's Karuch.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. The baseline J. Here's Medu. Stolen by Ellenson. Musa passes to Dinwiddie. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The pass to Medu. Shoots over Ellenson. A nice shot by Medu.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeMar Derozan.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Here's Musa. Walker with some nice D.
Timeout.
San Antonio calls timeout. They lead by 38. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar Derozan.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. And the Spurs with possession. And it's Walker penetrating. Count that bucket.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Dinwiddie on target from 13 feet. Dinwiddie's got 56 points in the game.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Passes to Bellinelli. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. We're making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, you know, even if it's on the defensive end, you know, we just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.